This podcast is sponsored by sciencebased.learning.com. Discover a passion-driven language learning system that combines ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with the science of spaced repetition. Maximize your learning and retention today at sciencebased.learning.com.
Mastering obligation in Spanish. Tener que versus deber. Learn how to express obligation in Spanish with tener que and deber. Discover the nuances and when to use each for effective communication. Understanding obligation in Spanish. Tener que versus deber. Learning a new language involves grasping various grammatical structures, each with its subtleties and specific uses. When it comes to conveying obligation in Spanish, two expressions primarily help us: tener que and deber. Although they seem interchangeable at a glance, these phrases carry different levels of urgency and nuance, which are crucial for learners to understand. Let's explore how to use these expressions effectively, along with their exceptions. Expressing obligation with tener que plus infinitive. The phrase tener que is used to express a strong obligation or necessity to perform a specific action. This structure is equivalent to saying to have to in English. Tengo que estudiar para el examen. I have to study for the exam. Tienen que terminar el informe para mañana. They have to finish the report by tomorrow. The structure is straightforward. Subject plus the appropriate conjugation of tener plus que plus infinitive verb. Note that the verb tener needs to agree with the subject in number and person, adding a level of grammatical accuracy to your sentences. This construction emphasizes that the action is obligatory and unavoidable. Conveying sense of duty with deber plus infinitive. On the other hand, deber expresses duty, moral obligation, or advice. It is less forceful than tener que and translates roughly to should or ought to in English. Debo llamar a mi abuela mañana. I should call my grandmother tomorrow. Debes cuidar tu salud. You should take care of your health. Using deber, you structure your sentence as follows. Subject plus the appropriate conjugation of deber plus infinitive verb. Here, deber not only aligns with the subject but also nuances the sense of obligation with a lighter moral or personal implication, rather than necessity, when to choose one over the other. Choosing between tener que and deber depends on the context and the intended intensity of the obligation. For formal or serious obligations like laws or mandatory work tasks, tener que is more appropriate. For suggestions, advice, or moral duties, deber lends a softer touch. Exceptions and special cases. While tener que and deber are widely used, there are exceptions and nuances. In expressions of probability or speculation, deber de is sometimes used. Debe de ser tarde. It must be late. This construction conveys assumption rather than obligation. It is crucial to note the difference as mistaking assumption for duty could lead to misunderstanding. Also, regional variations might influence the use or preference for one expression over the other. Engaging with native speakers and cultural contexts can provide clarity on preferred usage. In sum, mastering the nuanced usage of these expressions will enhance your command of Spanish, allowing for precise and culturally aware communication. For further practice and to enhance your understanding of Spanish grammar, feel free to learn more at sciencebased.learning.com. Get comprehensive resources and insights designed to facilitate your language journey. Remember, tener que plus infinitive indicates necessity or a strong obligation. Deber plus infinitive suggests a recommendation or moral duty. Enhance your Spanish skills with precision. Understanding the subtle differences between tener que and deber elevates your language proficiency by blending precision with cultural sensitivity. Whether you are obligated by necessity or guided by duty, these constructions offer a robust toolkit for effective communication. Feel encouraged to get your copy of detailed guides and expand your command over Spanish nuances.